Hi, this is Billy Joe with Moon Goddess 114430. So I'm just doing this live reading just so we can chat. I'll wait and see if anyone logs on. Hi, Manera. So I'm not shuffling any cards today. I just thought we'd chat a little bit. Hi, Siorin. I hope I said that right. Hi, Stella B. Stella Lee. I want to say B. Hi, Bruna Bellina. So I'm not shuffling any cards right now. Hi, Hala. I've missed our conversations, Hala. You haven't sent me any more pick a card ideas. You're really good at that. So I just want to log on for a little bit and talk about. Oh no. Oh no, Stella. Well, I'm gonna be sending him some healing energy and some peace energy. You've seen your you've seen your twin flame name lately a lot. It just basically means synchronicity. I just woke up, so I woke up like this, which is why the camera's not facing me. So I was wanting to talk about the channel. I've noticed that a lot of people are getting codependent on does the person love you? Are they thinking about you? My intent for my channel is to help people with healing and to help people when they've started their spiritual enlightenment and their journey. And you're welcome, Stella Lee. And it's kind of went towards feeding into those fears. Do you understand? I hope y'all do. When you continue to watch, hi Paloma, when you continue to watch pick a card readings that are geared towards what your other person is thinking, what they're doing, how they feel about you, and you start doing it over and over and over again, it becomes an addiction. And that's where the whole process is trying to heal from that. So I will still do some of those every once in a while, but I want to start gearing my readings more towards um, healing and blockages and growth. Also, I was going to talk about um, I've been getting a lot of personal reading requests lately, and I love that. I love being able to communicate with my subscribers and the people that watch my channel. This is not my day job. I have a regular job um, that I am very abundant and prosperous with. I do this to help other people. So if you request a reading, and lots of times I do a reading for people for free, and because Spirit has led me to, like if I'm doing a chat and Spirit tells me, Stella Lee needs a personal reading, then I would put on the comments after the reading is over, Stella Lee, will you send me a email at moongoddess114433@gmail.com. I'm going ahead and telling you now, Stella Lee, just go ahead and send me an email because Spirits tell me to. And this is for you, not your dad. I mean, I probably put a little bit of your dad in it, but anyways, So with that being said, if someone pays me for a personal reading and you say something that is very rude in your email, like, for example, I've sent you payment for an email reading, for a tarot reading. I hope you can be honest because I already know everything about my divine counterpart. Well, if you know everything about your divine counterpart, then why are you paying for a reading? And number two, why are you attacking me? I have the right to refuse service. I will send your money back to you. So, with that being said, I do want to do some cards. I wasn't going to, but I really want to because I enjoy it. So I'm going to do some cards. I'm trying to decide card, or do y'all want to ask questions? So if nobody wants to ask a question or do a pick a card, then I'm just going to go ahead and turn off the live feed. Okay, just guess. What do you want to ask? Okay, Sully, will your dad heal from his sickness soon? Let me just move this camera a little bit. So I got me some new cards. But I don't know if I want to use them because I'm not real familiar with the meanings yet. I do read intuitively, but with the meanings of each deck. Now, I'm just going to use them. The Klimt, I don't know if I'm saying that right, tarot. They're very pretty. They got all this gold and stuff on them. Spirit, please help us with Stella's dad. Spirit guides, guardian angels, higher self. There's an awareness reading. Just give her messages. So first we have the Knight of Chalices. The Moon. These are beautiful cards. And the Queen of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck is King of Chalices. So, let me get a feeling of these. Let's see here. So your father's been he's been a very caring father. someone you could rely on. He probably took you and did things with you, you know. He may have taught you things like fishing, or I don't know why I keep seeing a stream. I keep seeing a stream, like a creek or a stream. Um, but he's also one that he's very protective when you was a child. And you know, a lot of people grow up in our society now to where their father is not in their lives. But I'm really not getting that about your father. I'm getting that he was around to scare the nightmares away and do things with you. He always tried to show you love and how to have compassion for others. But now he's sleeping a lot. It's like he's sleeping a lot. You know, she's curled up, she's sleeping, and the moon card is things that's not revealed. So it's like you're concerned because he doesn't look like he's getting better. And that's what you're thinking. That's what you're concerned about. And I'm getting that with the Queen of Pentacles. I'm seeing all these flowers. And then there's this halo here. Let me get some clarifiers for that. Spirit, which cards for the clarifiers? I'm going to use Dreams of Gaia for the clarifiers. It does seem like he's one of the reasons you're the women that you are. Like he helped you blossom and grow. Okay. So, for clarifiers, I've got death and rebirth and journey. So, the reason why I asked for clarifiers is because when I'm looking at this card, I'm hearing the word transition. Do know that we go through a process where we transition. Energy never dies. It just transitions into a different form. Because it's part of our journey to the death and rebirth card is transition as well, and it's part of our journey. Okay. And before we came here, Bottom of the deck was choice. So before we came here, we made choices. Okay. Of how our process would be, because it's an experience that we agreed to go through. A lot of people don't believe in reincarnation, but I do. And I do believe that, because underneath the choice card is the child card. I just really believe that he is transitioning into preparing for a different journey, a new journey. I don't like giving, I don't like having to give heavy news, but it's also healing to hear the truth. I don't like being deceptive. So the best way for me to put it is he is transitioning, and he needs as much comfort as you can give him. Okay? I feel like Spirit has some more message for you, Stella. I've got chills. So you have the Five of Swords and the Wheel. To me, this is you. You don't want to face, like, you're turning your back. You don't want to face having to go with this transition. You don't, it's something that brings you much pain, and you don't want to have to face it. So you're like ignoring that, like sliding it in the back of your head, but you keep on turning around and making peaks, like you know what's happening, but you're not ready to face it yet. And bottom of the deck is the Lovers. You just have so much love for your dad. And the Ace of Pentacles, that you don't want to have to, you really don't want to have to face his transition into a new beginning. We all go through this process. It is very difficult. But I wish you so much love, so much healing and peace. Stella Lee, know that you are loved. You are so very much loved. You're welcome, Stella Lee. Let me go back up to the top because I don't know. Just guess. How is your divine masculine feeling towards you? Okay. How does he feel? How does he feel? Okay. I'm going to use the Legacy of the Divine. And this was like I woke up, I'd been listening to some, this morning when I woke up, I had been listening to some meditation frequencies, and Spirit, led me, to just go ahead and do an unprompted chat. And then after I saw Stella Lee's name, he said, why don't you just pull some cards? So I think this was mainly geared, it was meant for you, Stella Lee, to to watch the video. I was thinking that it was for my subscribers that watch my videos like in India. Because they have like an 11, 12-hour time difference. Just guess. So how does he feel? We have the Ace of Wands. The Eight of Wands. The Seven of Swords. And the Ten of Cups. On the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. So you're going to be receiving communication soon if you haven't here recently. It's going to be passionate communication because, you know, and it is divinely guided. You have the triangle underneath there. I mean, you know, if you can see it right there. So you will be receiving communication by... You may receive it. Some of you, you know, you may receive it. You may have already been receiving telepathic communication. Even if you don't realize it, sometimes you do get information telepathically. But I do sense that maybe you're going to get a text message or an email. And underneath it was the Wheel. So there's positive changes coming soon. So your Divine Masculine may have had a change of heart about something when it comes to you. He may have realized some things that pertains to you. And this new communication is going to bring about an understanding in what drives him. He's going to make it clear why he's contacting you. He's, you know, he's like, I'm just compelled. I just feel like I have to. I can't stop myself. Because he's being driven. He knows that either he or you have other options. You have a lot of friends, a lot of people in your life that assist you, that help you. Maybe you have a lot of friends that you hang around with, or a little clique. And it's like he's on the outside of it. But he wants to come into the inside, even if he has to do it by sneaky means. Even if he has to kind of sneak in the window. Yeah. He wants to get in there, in with you and your friends, and be in your little clique and your family. It may not even be family. I mean, a clique, it may be family, because we do have the family card here. So he's trying to figure out how he can get back in the good graces. Maybe your family's mad at him because of something he did, or the way something happened between y'all. And now he's trying to figure out, how do I get back in the fold? So how does he feel about you? Well, you do have the Ten of Cups here. So that means he does have emotions for you. Okay. Let me just kind of... It's hard to do this with the, when you're doing it with a cell phone. Paloma. Will there be reconciliation with my ex or new love coming soon? Okay. Does she have new love or is it with her ex? Look, y'all, I'm going to show y'all. I made my first wand. Kind of got sloppy with the hot glue gun. I was trying to do wire around it, but I couldn't get my wire to twist very well. Let's see. I'm going to use these cards. They are Madame Endor's fortune cards. Like, I don't really like the cardstock with these. And the messages are like really short. But I read intuitively anyway, so let's see. First, you know what? I'm just going to ask you, what about your ex? Let's see what's going on with your ex, Spirit. Please tell us what's going on with the ex. Okay, with the air. With the ex, we have the air card, which says, seek a union of mind and spirit. And then we have the fire card. Reckless actions lead to conflict. Okay. So we have the air and fire, which can represent, it can represent people's astrological signs, like the air is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and fire is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Could be in y'all's charts. But it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could just mean simply that you need to go within, or your counterpart's going within, your ex, and they're seeking balance due to a conflict y'all have had. Then you have the dragon card. It says strength and wisdom. So it says to be strong and use your, basically it's telling you use your discernment. Spirit, is she going to meet a new love? Okay, for are you going to meet a new love? You have the Earth card. Utilize logic, reason, and common sense. The Earth can also represent someone who has Earth in their chart, like Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And if so, this is a slow-moving card. This is a slow-moving element. I'm about to sneeze, sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. I'll get my sanitation out here. Sneezing, I need my sanitation gel. Okay, moving on. Then you have the Mystic Circle. Your abilities will be enhanced. So this has to do with a new person coming in your life. And then you have the Spider. Be meticulous and patient. And your final card is the Queen. Love and prosperity. So I'm getting that you're more than likely going to get a new person in your life that is going to bring you happiness. They're going to bring you joy. And they may be a significant spiritual, like, they're meant to come on your spiritual path because they're going to enhance your abilities. And we already know that you have spiritual abilities. Or if you don't know that, now you know. Paloma. Oh, he's a Pisces. You're the Leo. You're welcome, Paloma. Let me go back up here to the top. Bruna Belina. How is Mark's feelings for you lately? What is Mark's feelings for? The bottom of the deck is the Seer. Follow your intuition. So you pretty much already know how he feels about you. You got the Dagger. So y'all have had some conflict. Just because you've had conflict doesn't mean someone stops loving you. Okay? You just had a disagreement. Okay? Because you have the Dragon, which is strength and wisdom. So what they feel for you is very strong. But you also have the Spider card, be meticulous and patient. So they feel very strongly for you. They do have, you have the Queen here, which is love and prosperity. They do have love. They got like strong, mad love for you. But whatever the conflict was, they're just kind of taking a time out. They're just trying to reorganize their thoughts, maybe calm down, to where they're not so pissed off with you. Okay, but you know they love you. Just make sure you concentrate on those good thoughts. And keep sending them energy of love and light. And continue to work on healing those issues that came up in the conflict. Because when you get triggered, that means it's something that you need to heal from. He doesn't tell you about his feelings. Well, sometimes you have to... Okay, my divine counterpart, he never says things like, I love you. I think you're beautiful, which I'd probably laugh at that one because I don't think that. But he doesn't say things like the lovey-dovey things to me, but I know that he loves me. You have to know what to watch for when it comes to your counterpart. Now we have we have a soul connection, so he can feel my love and I can feel his. And I know that he loves me out of different things that he does that is very off key, but I'm very keenly aware of what it is. And how he goes about trying to make sure that my needs are met. How he goes about worrying about what's going on in my life, how other people perceive me, the fact that he wants me with his family. You know, those things let me know without having to have the words. Though, I mean, you have to understand, those are just words. They're just words. Do you know how many times I've been told that someone loves me and then they'll turn around and slap me or stab me in the back? So those are just words. Look at their actions. Okay? Eventually, you know, I think that, you know, he's going to tell me he loves me. He's not going to be able to hold it in. It's just going to slide right off his tongue. Okay? Thank you, Bruna. Let me figure out who is next here. Co Ren, can you be together with your ex? I mean, are you going to get back together with your ex? Let's see here. I'm going to do these Legacy of Divine Tarot. I like these cards. The new cards I got was, I got these, I just got them in the mail the other day. The Clement, I don't know how to say it, Tarot. And then I also got the Barbary Tarot. And I got the Madame Endura's Fortune cards. I have a sickness, y'all. Talk about addictions. And then I got the Divine Circus. So, it's an addiction. You know, we're supposed to be working on our addictions. And I'm just feeding my... Look at this. Look. Them's my cards. It's horrible, y'all. It's like I can't stop. Can't stop. And I get sidetracked, so y'all have to mind. Just excuse me, please. Co Ren, can you be together with your ex? Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. This is someone that you love just like family, okay? Y'all used to go everywhere together, spirits tell me. You are joined at the hip. You moved like magnets, okay? But something happened. So someone did some sneakiness or some lying, and they got caught doing it, okay? So now, what's going on? This is what two cards on the bottom of the deck is telling me what has happened. And now we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess, a lot of people tell you that she holds secrets. It's not intended as a secretive, like a manipulative kind of way kind of card. The High Priestess, someone who, she knows her shit, okay? So basically, you know the truth, or he knows the truth. One of you already know you're in the High Priestess position. Just because you don't say what you know doesn't mean that you don't know it, you know? Like, for example, someone can tell me a lie that I already know everything that happened, or I may have seen it happen, and then they turn around and say, oh. So the Three of Cups can represent, in some tarot decks, it represents someone that kind of stepped outside the relationship. But I'm not getting that for this card because there's no other threes. You know, there's none. There's not any. You know, usually it's signified by having another three, but this doesn't have one. But what it does say is, to me, is a celebration, happiness, coming together. And then you have the Magician card. And to me, with the Magician card, some people call him as being manipulative, but I see him as a master manifester. So it's like whoever is in the High Priestess position is really wanting to manifest this love and this happiness with the other person. And I'm taking this as you. So, like, you don't... It's like you kind of watch your tongue just so you can, to have less conflict. You don't want any conflict. Instead of conflict, you want happiness, you want celebration. And so that's what you are manifesting. That's what you're working on manifesting. I just sense that you're working on affirmations, um, you know, doing different, you know, mantras, thing to work on manifesting this happiness. And to do so, I believe you have the understanding to raise your frequency, higher frequencies, positive frequencies, generate positive results. And then you have the King of Swords. So you're very intelligent on how to do this. You are very intuitive, and you are guided. You're guided by spirit. And your result is the Lover's card. So yes, you're going to be able to be with your ex because that's something that you are manifesting. You are doing that. Okay? Well, you want to know if he's going to call you soon? I would just refer back to the King of Swords because that has to do with communication as well. Let me go back up because I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. It's easy to miss somebody on these. Mahila. Am I saying that right? Hello. Will you get married and will you be happy? Hello, Haya. Hello, Jody. Okay, I'm up here with Mahila. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Will you be married? Will you marry and be happy? I'm going to use this Clement, however you say it, deck again. Spirit. Are they going to get married and be happy? On the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. And the Ace of Wands. Okay. So, you've been waiting. It's like you've been waiting for a little while. You've been trying to keep yourself distracted. So, because you really don't want to have to sit there and just think about it, wondering when is it going to happen, when is it going to happen. You know that drives you crazy. So instead, while you wait, you've been keeping yourself busy. But at the same time, you have, you've been keeping yourself with creativity. So that way, you're not constantly asking, when is this knight going to come in? You want it to happen quickly, but it's not happening quick enough for you. It's like, I wish it would have happened already. So you're trying to learn patience through creative endeavors while you're waiting to see if, it's like, okay. Used to, when I first started talking to my twin flame, I was always asking Spirit, is he going to say he loves me? Is he ever going to say that? Is he going to say it? Is he going to say it? Is he going to say it? Till finally I had to release that and realize he's already saying it in his actions. You have to release your expectations in order for the universe to be able to manifest it. And you're doing good at trying to release that. You're doing very good because you are keeping yourself busy with creativity endeavors, like maybe, of course, here she's playing a musical instrument, but I see the wand here is showing me painting. You may be doing some artwork, you may be using a journal, writing in a journal, maybe writing poetry, because you do have the High Priestess here, and she's on top of her game, right? She's even got this book in here. You may be reading books. You're doing these things so you're not focused on it. You're doing the right thing. And you have a Judgment card, which tells me you will get, the universe is going, as long as you continue doing that, the universe is going to give you what you want. And that's the Three of Cups. That's that happiness. That's the marriage card. Okay. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. But it's going to happen very slowly. This is the slowest damn moving knight in the deck. I mean, this is someone who, takes a step and then plays in the dirt for about ever. forever. Forever. While you're just sitting there, you're like, look at this mofo right here. You know, I want him to move faster than that. I'm a king of swords. What is his slow ass taking so long for? He gonna sit there and play with his pinnacle. He just playing with it. Look, he ain't even making his horse move yet. So, it's gonna come. You're doing the right thing by keeping yourself busy with your creativity. Oh my goodness, my sneezing. I need to get me some sanitizer gel. All the sneezing. CO Rising, you're gonna have to wait for him to contact you. It's going to be a little while. Let me try and get back up here where I was. That was Mahila. Okay. Haya Heidi. So you're a Pisces and your ex is a Virgo. So, Haya, what are you wanting to know about you and your ex Virgo? Like, are you wanting to know if y'all's going to get back together? Or, let me just, you know what? I'm just going to pull some cards about you and your... Okay, I think I'm back. I think, okay, Haya. So when I asked if the Virgo was going to get back with the Pisces, I got the Chalice card, Rejuvenation and Fulfillment, and the Water card, which is Emotions are at their peak. So the Virgo loves you and they want to get back together with you. So that is a very good possibility. So let's pull some more cards just to get some clarification. You have, let's see, the Six of Cups. So they're thinking about it. They're thinking about things that's happened in the past. The Emperor card. They pretty much already made their decision. Temperance. They're just waiting for the right time. And yes, this person loves you. I mean, you got the emotions. You got the Chalice. It's all right there. Let me get back up here, trying to figure out where I was. Okay. So if it skips some people's questions, I'm sorry. It only lets me go up so far. Let's see. Okay, Sandra, I see that you've asked your question a couple times, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to try and do this. So I lost signal there for a little bit, and I'm back on, so if I missed anyone, I am so sorry. It's not intentional. I am reading right now for Sandra Nombre. And you want to know if his cheating is stopped. These are the cycle of other women. And if you can trust him. Sorry if you hear that. I'm getting Snapchats from my daughter, Michaela, Mickey Shay. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. With the Nine of Pentacles. So you are a woman who has to offer. It's like you have to do things on your own. You know, just like someone earlier, you do have the High Priestess. So, you know, you have the High Priestess and you've got the Six of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. You know, you're someone who's on top of your shit. So, why he has issues with, you know, he does have lovers. And you have the Five of Wands. So you're someone who's on top of your shit, but yet you're grieving. You've been hurting. And you hurt because, you know, you have both. Here he is in the Lover's card with this woman. But it's not you, because if you see you look different than the woman in this card. This woman's got, you know, like one color hair, and who represents you has darker hair. I'm not saying you have dark hair in reality, but it's not the same person that he's even in the Sun card. It's still not the same person. Like that's one person. That's one person. This is a different person. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. And the King of Chalices. So what I see in the end is this is someone that you need to turn your back to, because he may be the King of Cups, but he uses his charm for his own personal gain. And in the end, he's going to end up by himself. So find someone else that you can trust. Okay. Come. So your name is Pragya. Who is your spouse, and do you know them already? Who is your spouse? So we have the Fool card. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Hermit. We have the Ace of Cups. The bottom of the deck is the Magician and the Three of Cups. So you're trying to manifest this, this celebration, this marriage. You're trying to make it happen. You are the High Priestess. So you have the High Priestess and the Magician. So you're like really working on making this happen, because, I mean, you're so ready to take that leap. You're so ready. You have suffered so much heartbreak that you're over it. You're tired of feeling this sadness, the negativity. You're like, I'm ready to move on. Okay? But to move on, you're going to have to stop. You have to get out there to do it. Okay? Like, you want to meet someone new, but you're not leaving your apartment or your house, or, you know, you're kind of busy doing your studies or your work, and then you just spend time alone because you suffered so much bullshit in the past that you're like, I really want to get out there. I really want someone that's for me, but that means leaving the apartment. That means leaving, you know, that means putting myself out there. But if you put yourself out there, you're going to have that beginning in love. You're going to get that Ace of Cups. Okay, it's going to happen. But to do so, you have to get out there. Okay. I'm getting this is someone that you don't know yet. You haven't met this person yet, because otherwise Spirit would not be telling you that you have to get out there. You've got to mingle, baby. Oh, Jody, this is going to be fun. What are you not expecting in your near future? Oh, yummy. Yummy. Let's see. You know what? I love them kind of questions. Let's use the Divine Circus. I've been waiting for Spirit to let me use these. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Just brings me so much excitement. What is coming unexpectedly in Jody's life? Ooh, Spirit, let's give Jody something good and juicy. I feel excited. What you say? So I may have to read the readings of these cards because I don't know these cards very well. I'm so excited. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Red Countess. And then you got Dark Harlequin. With a cherry on top. And Divine Disguise. Okay. Now, for Red Countess, let's see what that means. Number 21. So excited. Oh my gosh. So for the Divine Guidance, So deep within, you know what is true and what to do or not do. Yet there's so much noise and distraction in the world, and even at times in our own minds, that listening for our inner wisdom can seem like trying to hear gentle birdsong in the midst of a rock concert. Even so, you are hearing an inner truth, and deep down you know it. Can you trust that it's safe to not only hear your inner voice, but act on it too? Ooh, Jody. Spirit, you're asking what's going to happen in the future, but Spirit is saying that you've been talking to your inner wisdom and to Spirit a lot. There's something that I'm hearing jump on the bandwagon. Just do it. You know that Nike commercial? Just do it. It says out of darkness is underneath it. Step into your authenticity. There's something, some type of spiritual work, some type of, maybe you read tarot cards yourself. There's something, I'm just so excited. But you've been kind of scared to do it. Like, well, how are your friends going to see you? How's your family? What are they going to say? I do this, but I don't want anyone to know it's me. And you have all these thoughts in your head that it's like your own thoughts distract you. Then you have Dark Harlequin, and you have Divine Disguise. Okay, now I do know that Divine Disguise is where you finally decide to take that mask off. Okay, you have a lot of dark cards here, like Out of the Darkness, Dark Harlequin. Even the Divine Disguise has dark colors to it. Intuitively, I'm seeing that you're deciding to walk out of your fears. Like with this one, you're going to face whatever comes your way because, you're taking this mask off. You're walking out of the darkness. You're looking at everyone like, buck me. Just buck me. This is me. Who I shown you before was a fantasy. Who I shown you before had this beautiful little mask on that you just thought was beautiful and everybody loved. But this is the real me. And you can accept me with a cherry on top. Hi, Misty. Okay, I am at Manan. Can you guide me about this Virgo guy? I'm really into him and want to know if he's feeling mutual. Okay, Manan, the Virgo guy. I'm not using these cards. I'm just channeling right now. Oh, that's loud, but I have to bust out the old energy so we can get some new energy in this. Okay. The Virgo guy. Let's see. Ah, so this is your Nine of Coins. This is your happiness. Your Eight of Coins. Like, whoo, you're working hard, thinking hard. Two of Swords. How am I going to bring this about? How's this going to happen? I need some stability and balance. I feel like he's the one to bring it. But like we've been stuck in a rut in the trenches. It's like nothing seems to be going my way. You got the devil card. Nothing's going your way because y'all got some kind of addictions or something. But he is your 2 of Wands. Whoop, whoop. But you got to get past the reason why is y'all are suffering is you got to get past the devil card. Now, devil card is not bad. It just means you have some kind of addictions. Maybe it's codependency on each other. Maybe it is, it doesn't always mean, the addiction does not always mean drugs. It doesn't mean, you know, for some people it means drugs, and for some people it means sex and lust. And, but what I'm getting is, because you have the 2 of Wands, and for me, the 2 of Wands represents, this one represents twin flames. But it can also mean choice. So, one, either you or him is having to make a choice between your twin flame or soulmate. And they got the key, but they have to make that decision. Do they want to continue on this twin flame journey, or do they want to have possible, you know, you can find happiness with a soulmate. Okay, soulmates aren't as hard as a twin flame. Soulmate, you can just, you know, have the happiness, but you don't have to do all the work for it, you know. Because with this person you've got, y'all haven't put in a lot of work to find balance. Okay. And I mean, look at that. That's some hard work. Y'all's having to go down deep, girl. Y'all got some stuff buried deep you're working on cleansing out. Okay. But the good news is the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. So there is a chance for a new beginning in love. But you're going to have to go within and do your work. Okay. That is what I'm getting for you. Work it, honey. Work it. Don't you hate it when you get told that? I do. And then I have to go within and do some meditations. I'm like, oh, you mean I got some more bullshit to work on? Haven't I done it enough? Hi, Julian. Okay, so what I'm doing is I just go down from the top and I answer the questions. So when you have a question, you just type it in. If I get to it, then I'll answer it. If I don't get to it, then I'll have to catch you on next time. So the next question I'm seeing in my feed is Tama, T-A-M-A. Should I make first step towards my ex-Pisces? Well, let's see. Should Tom take a step towards the ex-Pisces? So right away, I'm feeling some really heavy energy here. I really want to get out of this energy. I don't know what happened between y'all,